Welcome to Jerub Farm, guys. For those that are new to the channel, my name is Jordan Jerub. I spent 5 years in the Florida Department of Corrections. So I did a lot of time in prison, okay? And I could really tell you about a guy like ChudTheBuilder because I had a high-profile case that involved racial politics and stuff like that. You know, I did a lot of time around a lot of white inmates. I'm probably one of the more qualified people to talk about this. What happens to a guy like ChudTheBuilder when he goes to prison? There's a lot of people in these comment sections, particularly on 1090 Jake. You know, 1090 Jake likes to pretend that in the American South that white prison gangs have no power in there. Reality check, they have a lot of power in there. 1090 Jake likes to say, oh, they're outnumbered. It doesn't matter, okay? One, the people they're outnumbered by fight each other. So you have Bloods, Crips, GDs, all fighting each other, okay? And the white inmates tend to be united, a united front. Not always, but typically they're united. Also, the white inmates have alliances with Hispanic gangs in there. So the idea that the white gangs and these prison systems in the American South don't have any power is total fiction that was cooked up in the brain of 1090 Jake. 1090 Jake owes money to a white prison gang that he never paid, okay? 1090 Jake only did 3 years. So 1090 Jake's opinion that, oh, ChudTheBuilder's in big trouble when he goes to Tennessee prison, there's actually a white gang in there called Brotherhood Forever, and there's another white gang in there called Aryan Nations. Aryan Nations is splintered into a bunch of different groups that go by the same name in the prison system, but the point is, they're in there. There's white prison gangs in Tennessee, 100%. And will they protect a guy like ChudTheBuilder? Yes, they will, 100%. He has a following. He has people that are going to donate money to him. He shares their politics. Why the hell wouldn't they protect him? It's that simple. By the way, I did a diss track on 1090 Jake. I've literally did a diss track on this guy as a joke. I constantly talk crap about him, and his main thing is he pretends that I don't exist. I wonder how much longer he can keep doing that. He knows that my friend's in prison, he owes them money. He knows that. So that's the part, one of the main reasons that 1090 Jake acts like he's scared of me. But yeah, please ignore anybody that says ChudTheBuilder won't do well in prison, because he will. Like, absolutely, there's tons of people in there, guards and inmates alike, that share his politics. If you get your feelings hurt and you like go crazy in public because people call you a word, like, you know how lame that is? Like, let's say there's a white guy, somebody walks up to him randomly, calls him a cracker, so he loses his shit and has a public freak out and physically attacks somebody. You know how lame that would be if a white guy did that? It doesn't matter who does that. If you get called a word and then you freak out and have a public freak out over it because somebody hurt my feelings. What successful person has a public freak out because somebody called them a word? That's just a loser mentality. It just is. Like, all the highly successful entrepreneurs, businessmen, doctors, lawyers, astronauts, do you think they would care if somebody in public called them something? No. They're getting hounded by paparazzis constantly. People are constantly, you got Looney Tune people that are gonna, you think people haven't said things to me in public? They do. They usually scream it out their car window when the light turns green, because usually they don't have the balls to say it in my face. But a couple times they have had the balls to say it in my face. But that's a side issue, okay? I just wanted to make that clear. If you lose your shit, if you totally lose your mind in public because somebody calls you a mean name and you physically attack somebody just because they used a word you don't like, that means you're weak-minded, that means you're not successful, that means you're dumb. That's what that means. I haven't even seen J.D. DeLay's video yet, but you know, J.D. DeLay is going to do this crazy posturing where he pretends prison is a liberal cupcake land. That's going to come next. I mean, we already know J.D. DeLay is going to paint a similar picture, because he was in a white prison gang and he walks around town wearing t-shirts that say punch a Nazi. How are you in a white prison gang but you walk around town wearing a t-shirt that says punch a Nazi? You got protection from them when you were in prison, then you get out and you wear a shirt that says punch a Nazi. And young men are being phased out by automation, okay? And young men for decades wanted to use that word that I can't say on YouTube, but I have been known to say in real life sometimes. And so, you know, the incentive to not use that word is ah, man, I'll lose my job. But if you don't have a job, guess who just lost their incentive to not use that word? These men that can't get jobs. In fact, they'll go to the internet and get paid to use the word. So you have a bunch of unemployed young men that society has completely screwed over. And you're telling them they're not allowed to use a word. But when they use the word, they'll go on the internet and make tons of money. And nobody's talking about that. And maybe he'll beat the charges altogether. I definitely would like to see, you know, I think this is self-defense. You know, maybe if he had had a pepper ball gun, that would have been more proportional. I wish Sabre sponsored me right now. This would be an excellent plug, but they don't sponsor me. They should, though. See you guys in the next one. Jordan Jareb signing off.